Okay, part 3. As you leave the railroad tracks, the first place you're going to come to on Long Pool is the third boat launch for the lake. If you have a large deep V, you may not want to use this one. If you got a shallow draft boat, you can still use it, but they honestly need to come in, dig this boat launch out, and lower the pier. The lake levels have dropped since Indiana's been doing their work, and this boat launch does need a little work. Okay, as we continue on, we're going to be going back south, driving along Long Pool. As we make this drive, you'll be able to see why we call it that. You're also going to be able to see why I like fishing the railroad tracks there. There's an awful lot of shoreline that you can get to. This body of water is a shallow slough. There are a couple deep holes, and in the wintertime, those are awfully good places to fish. There's excellent bass population along the weeds. There's a good northern pike population. They're also getting walleyes that are coming in from the Indiana side. And as you can see, we're still going. There's definitely a lot of water here to fish. I guess I should have told everyone that we're traveling south on what they call State Line Road. Technically, it's not really the state line. The state line is 2 to 3 feet east of the road, behind the camera. The camera is looking west. This is completely Illinois. On the other side of the road, it's still all Illinois, but 2 to 3 feet past the roadway is the actual state line. Okay, as you come to the end of State Line Road, you come to a turnaround. I don't have it on camera. It was getting late in the day, and I kind of forgot to film it. But at the turnaround, you'll come to a walkover bridge. This walkover bridge is going over the water that's coming from Indiana and going into Illinois. I get a lot of questions about can you get a boat from the Indiana side to the Illinois side. No, you can't unless you can get it underneath this footbridge. Okay, this is standing on that footbridge looking west into Long Pond. This is where the water enters Long Pond. One of the cool things I like about this spot is I know like the Indiana State Record tiger muskie came through this channel at some time in its life. The big walleyes that they're catching now on the Illinois side came through this channel at some point in their life. A lot of fish go back and forth through this area. Now, do they do that when they're small fish? More than likely that's when it happens. But it's always kind of neat to think that maybe, you know, a state record once swam through this area. Okay, as you look south from standing on that footbridge, you'll see the continuation of State Line Road. It's completely undeveloped. There's no handicap access or anything like that. Back in there is actually another body of water called Hidden Pool. The fishing's pretty good. Like I said, you're going to have to walk back there, and it takes a little bit of specialty equipment to fish the lake. Like I said, it's all undeveloped. But it's worth the trip if you want to go check it out. Okay, looking east, you'll start to see the Indiana water on this tour. You can fish the shoreline from State Line Road with an Illinois license. But if you walk along this shoreline here, once you leave State Line Road heading east for like 3 feet, you're in Indiana, and you will need an Indiana license. The best thing to do if you're going to fish this area is have both. Then you just don't have to worry about it. There's some construction going on the Indiana side. You can see the Indiana shoreline there. What they're doing, I don't know. It'll be kind of nice to see it once it's done. As the camera zooms in, you'll also see the Indiana Pavilion way off in the distance there on the other side of the toll road. That's a multi-million-dollar project that Hammond has been doing on their side of the lake, and it really looks nice. Okay, we're gonna get back in my truck and start heading back north along State Line Road. As you look at this, this is all pretty much Indiana water, all except 3 feet from the road I'm driving on. So you can get through, or you can get to this area by boat from the Indiana side. A lot of people seem to think for some reason that anything on the west side of the toll road is Illinois, and it's not. This is all Indiana water. This little section I'm going to stop at here is new. They dug a canal through the peninsula that used to run north and south in this area. I'm sure they did it. Well, actually, no. I don't know why they did it. I can't see it being for water flow. They just cut off that peninsula. I don't know if they're going to put a bridge there or what. But anyways, we're going to continue on, and like I said, this is all Indiana water. It's pretty much inaccessible except by boat from the Indiana side. The fishing can be very good, especially in the spring as water temperatures start to go up. A lot of fish migrate to this shallow, weedy area, and it's good all summer long, don't get me wrong, but especially in the spring it can be absolutely phenomenal. There's still a lot of pike in this area, and pretty much anything else that swims around in the lake. You can see the toll road there that kind of cuts right through the middle of the waterway. Okay, coming up here used to be a peninsula that ran from Straight Line Road almost all the way to the toll road. They came in and Indiana dug it out right at the state line. That is actually the state line, right where that gravel meets the water. And they dug it out there and turned it into an island. So it used to be people from Illinois could just drive down this peninsula and they'd fish Indiana water with Illinois license. That's not the reason they made that an island. It had to do with the major upgrade project that the Indiana side did to Wolf Lake. Okay, coming up here is the bridge that goes underneath the toll road. Like I said before, a lot of people think that that's the actual state line, and it's not. You can see there, you can see the Hammond Beach area that's under construction. That's going to be a water park of some kind. You can get a boat underneath this bridge. Be careful, be safe, go slow, but it is, fairly easy to get just about any size boat through there. Any size boat that's allowed on the lake anyways. And that'll pretty much conclude this Wolf Lake, Illinois side tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you want. I hope to have some other areas coming up. Maybe take a look at Hegwish Marsh. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.